Hey everyone. Uh, let's see. It's probably about 9:30, and I've had a couple of people ask me. Well, number one, they've asked me about my bug out bag. When am I going to show that? And I'll probably show that here in the next week or so. It's a heavy bag. You know, I don't call it a bug out bag. I just call it my last resort bag. You know, if I have to grab that, if I have to leave and that's the only thing I can carry, I want to make sure, I can survive out in the woods 3 to 6 months on it or longer. But this video is about, I've been asked, and I've seen people on YouTube making their little kits, or they have their bug out bag or their 72-hour bag, and they don't have no way to replenish their food supply. Let it by fishing, you know, getting you a spool of fishing um, line and throwing you some little hooks and sinkers and their, split shots, or having snares. I mean, these are just some picture frame um, snares I make. I went out and I bought a whole roll, and you can tell I've used it. I mean, you can get, this is, I'm trying to get down here so you guys can see it. This, let me roll it out here, is some kind of, where you at? There you are. Some thin snare wire. It's perfect for rabbits, squirrels, stuff like that. Now, if you want to get bigger game like coons or groundhogs or possum, stuff like that, you want to go to a heavier gauge wire. And you can, this is just regular picture frame wire. You can go to Walmart's or any hardware store and pick you up some thicker. Definitely if you're going after the bigger game, you want to use thicker wire. But this, you can spend $5 going. If you got a ollies or a big lots around your area, you can get them. A pack for like 99 cents maybe. Walmart's is a little bit, probably like $1.29, something like that. But you can make a ton of these. And in my bug out bag, I've got 44, no, I got 40 regular snares, and I think I've got like 4 to 8 thicker snares for bigger ones. But the trick I do, I got one over here. You roll them. After you roll them, I'm trying to get it in focus for you guys. See right there, this is where you roll them. And if you're not careful, if you don't have some way to clamp them, if an animal gets in there, it's going to break loose, because this area right here will come unraveled. So what I do, I take a little super glue after I get it wrapped and I put it on here. Then I'm trying to get in here for you guys. I put a little duct tape or Gorilla Tape. That way it gives it a little bit more insurance, so this won't unravel and they can't break free. You know, the average snare I use, this is a real long one, but I make a bunch of, long ones up to 4 feet down to, like, I say 12 inches, you know, because you can use the smaller ones for setting like squirrel traps and stuff like that. But I'm going to do a video on that. Trapping season's coming up. Now, these may not be legal to legally snare with, which I don't legally snare. I don't. When I'm trapping, I don't use these to snare. I got other snares that I use that you have to buy for regulations. But these would be perfect in a survival situation. I mean, because when you're in a survival situation, you're not going to follow no regulations. Your regulation is to survive, to eat by any means necessary. So you use these in a a have to, but like I said, you can make tons of them. I mean, hold on, I'm going to try to keep you there for a minute. I mean, like here's more. I sat here at nighttime and just make snares. That's it. Because I never can tell when I'm going to use them. And I always, I learned though, you don't want to use electrical tape. Electrical tape will come unraveled. You want to use duct tape and put a little super glue on there, so that gives it some, like I said, some insurance. But I bought this this was a whole thick roll, and I bought it at the flea market for $8. But you can go get the little packs for like 99 cents, and you can, depend on what size you can make. Like my big ones, I can get I think four snares out of a bigger gauge wire, because I make them 4 foot long for bigger animals. But if you want to, you can cut them down. I mean, it just, the 12 inchers is for my post sets for squirrels and stuff like that. But you can make them 12, 16, 18, 24, however big you want to make them with what's going to satisfy your needs. But I just wanted to throw out here, I done a video a while back on it, but I guess people don't want to go that far back in my archives to look at it. But yeah, just try this out, see if it works for you, and keep some of these in your car. Keep it in your bug out bag. Keep it in your fishing tackle, your tackle box, in your hunting gear. It don't take long to sit down and make them, and if you got an extra 10 of them, that's extra 10 chances you're going to get to eat. They're easy to set up, but like I said, I'm going to be doing a video on them here in the next week or two, showing you how the different ways to set these little things up. But until the next time, guys, I'll see you. Everybody be safe and keep preparing. Bye.